Konnichiwa, this is Tina and welcome back to my channel. I believe one of the keys to healthy glowing skin is prevention. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing some of my skincare tips to help prevent post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, dryness and aging. If that sounds like your thing, then please go ahead and channel登録しちゃってください。First of all, I would like to thank YesStyle for sponsoring this video. I know you guys love YesStyle and so do I. I could literally spend hours browsing on that website. So I'm happy to say that I do have a 15% off code for you guys when you spend over $49 US, which let's be honest is not that hard to achieve on YesStyle. If you do go shop there, make sure you use my code. I will leave all of the details in the description. The first thing we're going to be talking about is prevention of post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation or scarring from pimples and acne. I know this is probably the one that most of you are interested in and honestly probably the most frustrating because no matter how hard we try, I feel like pimples and acne just always find their way to pop up on the face. So the first tip is treat it quick. As soon as you see something, literally anything, treat it as soon as you can so it doesn't get any bigger or more inflamed. Like legit, as soon as you see it, grab your favorite spot treatment or pimple cream and just chuck it on. Personally, I do like to use something a little intense to try just get rid of it before it becomes any more of a nuisance. Honestly, it has been a long time since I've used a product like this, the Neogen A-Clear Soothing Pink Eraser. I remember the first time I got it, it was an Etude House one and I was in high school and I was like, what is this magic? Because it's this like two-layered product that has powder down the bottom and then liquid on top, and you don't actually shake it. You think you're going to shake it, but you don't. You just dip your Q-tip in and apply it on your active pimples. So these ones really do help surface pimples. It helps to instantly soothe them down and help reduce kind of the size of them. The pink powder on the bottom is calamine powder, which helps to soothe and calm down the pimple as well as centella asiatica. And then the liquid does contain salicylic acid and tea tree oil, which is what helps to gently exfoliate and also treat the actual pimple. It is a bit of like an intense treatment and you can only really use it at nighttime because it does leave those bright pink spots on your face. But I feel like it really worked on small surface level pimples. As soon as I saw it, I would just put it on, and if you're lucky overnight, it will get rid of it. I've had instances where it was just gone the next day and I'm like, bless. But the key is to get to it as soon as you can. Second tip is to benefit from an all-rounder product. Just using pimple cream, like even if I don't have pimples, if you get what I mean. When I do use kind of like a preemptive, preventative kind of pimple cream, it really does help the amount of breakouts, and I feel like I just don't get them as often. This is what I've been using lately. It is the TIR AC Fighting Spot RX cream. So as a spot treatment, it does calm and soothe pimples with centella asiatica and tea tree. You can apply kind of like a large, generous amount on active pimples, and it's just going to help soothe that down. The favorite way I like to use it is as a overall preventative cream. So it does have a little bit of color to it. I'm not going to lie. It does have a little bit of a white cast, but I just grab a very, very small amount and apply it all over in areas of concern. As long as you don't use too much and you do blend it out, you can wear it during the day. So versus this one, it doesn't really show up on your skin, which I really like. And then lastly, you can use it as an aftercare product since it does have 10% niacinamide and 7% zinc. So they're ingredients that are going to actually help reduce the scarring that you have got from like the post-pimple stage. So it's a great one again to kind of treat that and help the redness and the scarring of the skin too. The last tip, and possibly my favorite tip, is to not neglect pimple patches. Man, do I love pimple patches. So I prefer to use them on kind of ready to pop or pimples that have whiteheads. When they don't get to that stage, I feel like I'll end up using a bunch of pimple patches and it doesn't seem to do that much. But whenever I put on one that's like, oh, this one's ready, I will take it off like the next morning and it will cleanly like remove everything. It's way less messy and way more hygienic, and I feel like I get less scars from it. And then my other favorite way is to actually use it after that pimple has popped. As soon as I get rid of it and wash my face, I put a fresh one on when your pimple wound is kind of like open and fresh. Best time to put it on because it gets rid of any more excess that's in your skin, but also it helps to prevent the scarring. I swear, versus using a pimple patch and not using a pimple patch after I have popped a pimple, it makes a huge difference in the recovery time and the scar. So I definitely like the pimple patches that are quite thin. This is the Pyukang Acne super thin patch, so it's in the name, it's super thin. There's a couple others that are really thin as well, but I feel like the thinner ones have better adhesive. They just stay on the skin better. It's a lot less obvious, and that way you can actually apply makeup on top. So instead of applying makeup on the actual scar or wound, you can put your patch on and still put makeup on, and it is not noticeable. So I definitely like using really thin ones. Now moving on to preventing dryness and dehydration, which I feel like is something that I am a little bit more of an expert on because it is my skin type. I have dehydrated skin and can get quite a bit of dryness, especially in the winter, which is now for me in Australia. Having a good balance of moisture and hydration can really help your skin out in the long term. It can help things like your skin barrier, but also have your skin at a prime level to help regeneration of things like collagen. So number one, use ingredients that are going to help your skin moisture barrier. I think at this point, we all know that your skin barrier is really, really important, and to have it at a healthy level is key to having glowing skin. If it is compromised or damaged in any way, nothing's going to work and everything is just going to backfire. So having that at a good level is incredibly important. So using ingredients like ceramides, panthenol, fatty acids is going to be beneficial for any skin type. I have been trialing this product from Cosrx, what is it called? B5 D-Panthenol Ampoule, I think is what it's called. And honestly, like, I freaking love this packaging. It's really cute. Maybe it's like excessive, but they come in this little dropper and it's surprisingly very useful and easy to use. This one does have a really high amount of D-Panthenol at 30%, but it is a very gentle formula, so it can be used by people of all skin types, even sensitive skin. Usability of this product is also amazing. So they actually recommend to use it in multiple different ways. You can apply it directly to your skin like a serum, but they also recommend using it on like a toner pad. Add a couple drops to a toner pad before you apply it. Even mixing it in with your moisturizer and serums and stuff to add that boost, to add that D-Panthenol, which is the ingredient that's really going to help to plump up and repair your skin barrier. I just love that you can kind of chuck it in anywhere in your routine and you get a product that any skin type can benefit from. My second tip to help prevent dehydration and moisture loss is to use multiple light layers versus thick layers. This is pretty normal and common in Asian skincare. The lighter the layer, it means more hydration and also helps your skin to absorb all the layers easier. One of my favorite ways to add moisture into the routine without relying on oils or thicker creams is actually to use a milky toner. I feel like this has definitely become a trend over the last few years, and hopefully it is here to stay because I freaking love them. I've tried a number of different milky toners already, and this is the newest one to my edition. It is the TIR TIR, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Milk Skin, and man is it moisturizing for a toner. It really leaves your skin glowing, plump, moisturized. I recently had a very dry spell. My skin had a freak out and I had to reduce the amount of products I was using for a while, and it got so dry I was flaking. This doesn't happen that often with me, but within a couple of days of using this one, the flakes were gone. I could tell my skin was just more plump and got that moisture back, and this would probably be the product that really helped that. I would say it is very similar to the Laneige Cream Skin. I know a lot of people love that one. I would say it's pretty similar to that, but I think it's a bit more layerable. Sometimes with the cream skin, I found that it was hard to layer products on afterwards, or I felt like it didn't absorb that well, whereas this one I feel like it does layer a little bit better. It does have a little bit of a smell to it. I think it's the rice bran extract, which it doesn't bother me, but I know some people might be like, what does it smell? But it does have a bunch of amazing ingredients. It has peptides, panthenol, niacinamide, the rice bran extract, as I mentioned, hyaluronic acid, centella, and the list goes on So really great ingredients list and perfect for people who do have drier skin like me. And then to add hydration into the skin, one of my favorite ways is to do it through serum. And oh my God, I've been loving this serum. It is a beautiful one. It is the Torriden Dive In Serum. So this one is said to deliver hydration within 3 seconds. So it's got a low molecular formula that helps to really kind of go deep into the layers of your skin. At first it seems kind of viscous when you apply it to your skin, but as soon as it touches it and you spread it, it melts down and it turns into a really like lightweight, liquidy, fresh serum, and it definitely leaves your skin feeling very well hydrated but not sticky, so it's easy to layer with other products and fit it into your routine, whether it's AM, PM, or even in warmer months. It is apparently multi-award winning in Korea and doesn't have fragrance, is free from a lot of irritants, and it is quite a generous 50 ml bottle. I feel like serums are often 30, or am I lying? Are they often 50? I don't know. I feel like it is a very generous amount and you don't need a lot to get a nice level of hydration. So have been absolutely loving this one. And the last thing is prevention of skin aging. I sometimes think this one's actually the hardest to do compared to other things because you don't actually see the result, or you won't know if it worked until like years or decades down the track. I just turned 28 this year, so you know, I'm getting there, 2 years to 30. So I feel like it's not my first priority in skincare, but it's definitely something that I've started to kind of keep in mind and be like, well, I really do need to just do something that can hopefully help kind of, what is it, like elongate, is that the word? My kind of youthful skin. Number one is ingredients. Definitely take a look and do your research to see what ingredients that have been proven to help with aging or slow the process of aging. Obviously, there are so many amazing ingredients out there. I feel like things like vitamin C and retinol are consistently repeated and always talked about when referring to anti-aging ingredients. But I do feel like sometimes it can be a little bit harsh if you are a beginner or have sensitive skin, and is definitely more favored in kind of Western skincare. Some ingredients that I personally look out for now and have started incorporating into my skincare routines are peptides and fermented ingredients. I think I've mentioned many times in the past that peptides are like one of my favorite anti-aging ingredients. It's so easy to use, fine for sensitive skin, and it is something that already naturally occurs in our skin, so our body and skin really knows how to deal with it. The Isntree TW Real Bifida Ampoule actually includes both peptides as well as fermented extracts. Peptides do help in boosting your collagen and elastin, and then fermented ingredients are also a great antioxidant, as well as helping better absorption, and has a bunch of other benefits too. I mean, I think there is a reason why Japanese people eat natto and Korean people eat kimchi. Like, fermented ingredients are so good for you, so good for your just inner and outer health, and they taste so good too. This serum again is a super lightweight serum. I actually think the texture is quite similar to the Torriden one, so it is easy to use day and night. It might have a slight more tackiness after you do apply it, so just be aware if you do have oilier skin. I think 2 to 3 drops for the whole face is plenty. To be honest, I haven't seen much results yet, but that is a part of aging prevention. You do have to be patient. A lot of the time you're not going to see instant results. If you do have like fine lines or something you're trying to target, you might see more results, but for someone like me who's truly just trying to prevent it, at least I know that I'm using things and trying things that are going to help with that aging process. And yeah, you just have to like pray that hopefully in 10 years you're gonna look like a freaking young babe, right? And another thing I definitely focus on to help prevent aging is to treat the key areas. Use eye cream. I know a lot of people don't believe in it or don't like eye cream, but trust me, just use eye cream. I mean, it doesn't actually have to be eye cream. It can be a moisturizer. Just make sure you apply it around your eyes. And I say this from personal experience because earlier this year, there was a couple of weeks where I went without eye cream, used really minimal skincare because my skin was kind of freaking out and I had to really draw back what I was using. And I didn't realize until I was like past that stage that my fine lines around my eyes were way more obvious. I will try maybe find the videos, but the videos that I filmed where I wasn't wearing eye cream and then like a few weeks after when I was wearing eye cream, like you can see a clear difference in around my eye area. It was just looked so dry and just like uncomfortable, and that's when I realized I'm like, well, eye creams really do make a difference. Currently I am using the Manyo 4GF Ampoule Eye Cream. This one is definitely a little bit thicker, but it does get really creamy just by warming it up with my fingers, and it has been working well for the winter dry months for me. If you do want to use a moisturizer, that's fine too. It's just that for me, if I don't have like an eye cream or something separate, I just won't do it. Like I put on moisturizer on my face and then I rarely go like, oh, I should get a little extra bit and do around my eyes. Like I just don't do it. All eye creams obviously are formulated to be okay around the eye area. It might be like a little extra, but you can still get cheap, nice eye creams that are just gonna help plump up that area, hydrate it, and help to kind of reduce wrinkles and fine lines. So 100% recommend using an eye cream. And then another one is your neck. I think we all know that aging can be seen in your neck pretty easily, I guess, if you don't take care of it. So whatever skincare you put on, just apply it down into your neck. It's not hard. Like put on moisturizer, go down, you're good. Like this is all your face. Literally from here to here is all your face. So apply all your products to your neck. They do have specific products that are for your neck that kind of includes more ingredients that are going to help with the elasticity of your skin, like the MEDI-PEEL Premium Night Thread Neck Cream. This one has such an interesting texture. When I first started using it, I was just like, oh, like I don't know how to do this. It's very like stringy, but it definitely does apply nicely to the neck area. It's very smoothing, and the other thing I love about it is it's really good when you do want to do like massaging, facial massages, neck massages. Compared to other moisturizers, it doesn't absorb as quickly. Yeah, it just helps like to kind of move your hands around and helps massage that area. So I have been putting this on at night and doing like a quick facial massage lately, and like, what do you think about my neck? I guess that's, oh, wait. I guess that's not it. That is not it at all. Because lastly, and possibly, no, it's not possibly, it is definitely the most important thing for prevention of all of the above, and it is to wear SPF. Sunscreen is going to help with anything. It doesn't matter what you're going to use in your skincare to help anti-aging, hyperpigmentation, dryness, and whatever. If you don't wear sunscreen, there's literally no point. It is the #1 anti-aging ingredient and what's going to help protect your skin from all of the things that I talked about today. Wear your sunscreen, okay? Just wear your sunscreen. It is going to be the #1 most beneficial thing that you can do to prevent just everything. So please, wear SPF. And sorry for the rambly video, you guys. I feel like I talked forever, but I do really hope you enjoyed this video and got some tips that you can use in your everyday. Please let me know if you do any of the things or all of the things that I mentioned today in a comment below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.